Hey everybody, welcome to Saturday night, uh, July 9th, 2022, stupid o'clock. Uh, I'm sort of starting the show off tonight. I asked John, Dan, and if they had anything to start the show with. They didn't have anything. We didn't pull Bill up because he popped in like 50 seconds from showtime, so we didn't have time to talk to Bill. But as the intro was playing, I was doing some researching and stuff and found something quite interesting. John and Dan, y'all can jump in here when you feel like it. Walmart in home. They now not only will they bring the stuff to your house, they'll put it in the fridge and the cabinets for you. So I wanted to get y'all's take on that.
I've seen the way they put stuff on their own shelves. I wouldn't trust them to put stuff on my shelves.
Well, at least all the cans would be straight and the labels would be
I
where
do a
you
better
read.
job of that than they do.
But
I'm
yeah,
one, of, I'm one of those people that when I pull a can down off the grocery store shelf, I will front the one behind it just out of habit.
but yeah, it's part of the Walmart Plus and in home. You got to pay extra for it, but yeah, they're now bringing the groceries to your house and setting it up.
Now,
That's
let me
their,
get this straight. If
Yeah,
I go to the store myself,
yeah,
I have to run the cash register to check myself out.
yeah,
But if I order online, they'll come and put stuff in the cabinets for me.
yeah.
What crackhead dreamed this
apparently,
up?
we're reversing roles. We work at Walmart. They come to your house and do the groceries. It's just,
I reiterate, what crackhead dreamed this up?
I don't know, but I like it because for $8 they bring 50 pounds of dog food, 3 cases of bottled water, 40 pounds of cat litter, 25 pounds of cat food.
Meanwhile, some stranger now sees what you've got in your house and where it is to be easily toted out when you're not home. Yes,
Dan,
I
I
am
think
just
you said,
slightly paranoid, but
Dan, I think you hit upon something when you said crackhead, or more importantly, crack. Are these Walmart employees going to come with wife beater T-shirts that are 2 sizes too small for them and yoga pants?
hang on a
Uh,
Or
second.
are they actually going to be Walmart employees or not some
yeah,
Uber driver that got hired?
it's the way it looks like it's going to be a Walmart employee in a Walmart branded shirt and ball cap.
Yeah,
I'd much
right.
rather they put them on the cash registers and let me have a normal checkout experience rather than
Hey, y'all hush
have a
for a second.
dragon guarding the door checking the receipt to see whether or not I scanned every item correctly.
Okay, hang on a
Um,
second. Facebook user is Sarah. Yes,
oh,
Bill. Yeah, and that's why I'm running the banner down there because apparently, um,
Facebook forgot her.
Facebook forgot her, so she's gonna have to go
yeah,
to
that
Facebook and get
happens
permission.
every few months.
Yeah,
Hey,
Yeah,
Facebook
sir, you're going to
forgets
have to go
well.
back and give
StreamYard permission.
StreamYard permission.
Sure, Bill,
Yeah,
right there below
Yeah.
your chin.
Yeah, but
and
yeah, no,
StreamYard forgets who we are every few months. So
yeah, I like the delivery. Like I said, for $8, they bring it to the house. They pick it off the shelf. They scan it. Hey, see, Dan, they scan it and ring it up when you have it delivered.
hmm
I brought your groceries here for you, Mr. McKeel, and I'll put them up here. Hey, you got something cold for me to drink because I've been doing this all day long and I haven't had a chance to get it. They don't give us lunch breaks or anything here.
That is a lie because they just picked up your groceries. All they had to do was run down the aisle with the Gatorade and grab one.
Yeah, yeah, Mr. McKeel, I love these crackers that you bought. I'll save a few of them for you, okay? I'll
Well,
put it up here on the shelf for you.
yeah, I don't do the end shelf because, Hey, I live in my house, and my kitchen looks like we live here. Uh, but
No,
I do have it delivered to the house. I mean, I don't even have to see. I can look out the window and see them toting it up on the front porch right there. And then when they get everything done, they take a little picture of it and send me an email, and then they go, get in the car and leave. I've got a month worth of groceries sitting on the front porch. Then I yell at Donna and Greg to bring them in.
that's in character. Yes. Now we are starting to get dissatisfied with the online shopping because the quality of what we get from the stores, they're not as picky as they used to be back when the you make your order and you go pick it up.
Yeah, no, we don't order any
Fruits and
like
vegetables.
fruits and vegetables
Mm,
or larger chunks of meat. The hamburger meat we buy in the tube, so they're
it's
pretty
going to be
big.
the same no matter what. Yeah. Yep.
But yeah,
No, there's been stuff that Lindsay's really unhappy with the store that we do the click list from. They stuff from the vegetable department has been really subpar
yeah,
lately.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's worth the effort to go pick your own vegetables.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
And I mean,
but
it's worth the effort to go grow your own over getting this stuff.
Well,
yeah, Rich Adams, says, or they refuse to knock on your door when you live in cell hell and it's raining and your case of soda's been sitting in a thunderstorm for 45 minutes. Yeah, well, luckily I'm not in that area. Uh,
Mm,
of course, at one time, tell you about my neighborhood. Uh, we fought to not have a cell tower put in our neighborhood. Because we didn't want to decrease the property values. Now, where that cell tower sits is a $750,000 home. Boy, it brought our property taxes up.
uh-huh. No good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah, we said, I mean, me and, everybody pretty much on my side of the street up through, John's been there. We all fought it. Now we're going, damn, I wish we'd have let them build the cell tower.
Hey, I'm in favor of having a nuclear power plant 2 blocks over, Seriously.
Just
Not in my backyard. Go ahead. My backyard. I'm not using it. Go ahead.
as long as you can tap a free line off of it, right?
I don't know about free. I'm willing to pay my fair share, Dependable electricity. That would be nice. Um, wouldn't mind having a dependable phone company too.
Yeah.
dependable phone. We'll start our own phone company and call it Dependable Phone Company.
I think there is one called Dependable Phone Company.
Mm.
Y'all heard about this in the news. There was this retired lieutenant general, and he was working some sort of communications job for the military. He's retired, so he's a former general.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he tweeted something bad about Jill Biden, First Lady. Well, they
That's not
fired
polite.
him over that.
But
They did
was it
what?
true?
They did what to him?
They fired him over it just because he may have said something derogatory about Jill Biden.
Now, did he get fired from the company, or did they remove his general rank and pension?
No, this is whatever that job was
Uh.
that he had, and I'm not sure. I think it was one of those top secret kind of communications things, so because they're kind of keeping it on the QT. But the only reason I can think of they would fire him is this is a guy who's supposed to be in charge of communications. He should know better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Did you say it in public or was it during
apparently it's Twitter.
private conversation?
Twitter.
He tweeted it.
Oh,
Just
tweeted.
remember, just remember, anything you put on Twitter can come back to haunt you 15, 20 years from now.
Oh, yeah. Anything you can put anywhere can come back to haunt you.
And have you heard that Elon Musk is going to try and get out of the Twitter deal now?
Yeah.
He did. But Twitter is going to sue him and take him to court.
Yeah. He exercised the $1 billion backout clause. They made
well,
$1 billion
because they wasn't able to give him what he wanted from it. He said he wouldn't finalize the deal till what was it about
He wanted to know who the he wanted a list of potential bots and scammers and spammers.
Yeah,
Oh.
which is not. I mean,
That's not unreasonable.
no, not in the least.
Well,
Especially if you're getting ready to start a satellite internet company.
That, and he also said, all right, well, I'll pay $54.80 per share for it. Right now, Twitter is on the market at $28 a share.
So he was going to pay him twice what it was worth.
Yeah, and he's going, hell, I'll just buy stock and save half the price.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Why
And
up owning it
John.
anyway?
Yeah. Hello, John Stutz. Yeah. Welcome. Hey, give me a few minutes. I'll rip one loose. Yeah, Twitter's fake and over. It was definitely overvalued. For me, Twitter's a great line of communications for the SpaceX stuff. I don't deal with it like this show, we don't go political, or we try not to. Sometimes we do, but
In a sideways sort of way, yeah.
Like
for
that
me,
comment I made
Twitter
about
was
that
nice
General got fired.
when I first got on it, but then I got so much garbage from people that I had never subscribed to their Twit stream.
yeah.
If I could just stay in touch with the people that I actually subscribe to, that would be fine. But there's a whole lot more in my feed than I asked for, which is somewhat like another platform that we are familiar with. Stuff that you never asked for shows up.
Well, those are ads. They're paid to be there.
Yeah, well, I ain't paying them to be
Where
there.
the hell did that come from?
I used to be a big fan of weatherchannel.com.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm still got it. I go there all the time. But somehow they've changed their format on their screen. And the ads are horrible. There are times when there's some ads that pop up that you cannot stay on the page and click buttons on the page because the ad's in the way. And you can't X out of some of their ads.
It's got, of course, the funny thing is, one of the things we were preaching when we first started the show is if you go to a news site and more than 50% of the news site is ads, it's not that good.
Speaking of ads, if somebody can pull that up, what I just posted in the messenger, that's the kind of ads we should get. We kind of talked about it in the green room last night. I can't remember what the reason was for.
Oh, Carrie, hey.
Gary?
Hey,
Well,
Carrie.
Hey, Carrie, we were talking about you the other night.
Missing you.
Um, yeah, John was saying that Twitter's how he keeps up liberal America, that and NPR. I have pet liberals on Facebook. That the only reason I keep them on Facebook as friends is so I keep up with what the liberals are like.
yeah, like I posted in my memory, if I ever put my true political feelings out there,
No one, you won't have. You'll have basically Facebook will be the three people on this page right now.
yeah, uh, my conservative friends will disown me, and my liberal friends will try to burn my house down.
It's a Sears house. It probably won't burn down.
Uh,
It's made by Craftsman.
Oh, you get a free replacement if anything happens.
Not anymore. They're out of business. So,
Kiri, are you looking for a link? I mean, we'd love to have you pop in.
Dan will have to send. I don't have Curious Facebook friend.
I don't
I've
either.
got
I
him on,
thought I did, but I don't.
I've got him on Discord, but I don't have him on Facebook.
Yeah,
I think I have his like
I
page,
do have him on
but that's it.
Facebook, but it's his professional page, and I can't send him messages on his professional page.
Yeah,
um,
same here.
yeah, he had me on his show and asked what troll stuff that I do. I said one of my favorites is the Chrome's done an update. To activate it, press Alt F4.
Oh, that one I told you about, that one fact checker that was fact checking all my Ukrainian posts.
Yeah.
Well, I reported her for bullying,
Yeah.
and apparently she got pulled for 90 days. Well, I just got the 90-day notice saying that we've reviewed it and we've decided that she didn't do anything wrong. After 90 days.
But it's already been 90 days.
Yeah, it's already been 90 days.
Yeah.
Oh.
I filed when they started hitting us on the national anthem. I started filing, saying they're harassing me, and since it's not telling me who it is. This is just pure harassment.
Yeah, because couldn't theoretically, if they told you who it was, that you could just basically go ahead and block them, so that way they couldn't turn you in anymore?
Well, I don't see a problem with that part, but yeah, there are other consequences that could happen if they told you who it was.
Bill, what are you sending me? Sarah.
Oh, well, he was talking about ads, pop-up ads and that, and I said, this is the ads that we should be seeing again.
Sarah, after complaining that it was harassment that I'm playing the national anthem, and it just so happens to be blocked in countries not favorable to the United States, it's harassment. So?
Iranian trolls. We have Iranian trolls now. Now we need our North Koreans and Chinese. We've got the axis of evil.
Well, after what happened to Japan's prime minister, you never know. There might be a whole bunch coming from there. Hey, Ryan.
Say that again, Bill. I was trying to.
I said after the assassination of the Japan's prime minister, everything going haywire over there, we may have a bunch of trolls coming from there easily enough.
Former prime minister.
Yeah.
Oh, he was
But
the
longest standing prime minister.
He was their longest standing prime minister. He got voted out a few years back, but he was campaigning for somebody. that was running for office, liberal Democrat. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's the same thing in Japan as it is in the United States.
I would
Yeah.
probably say probably not exactly the same. Yeah, there might be some similarities, but it might be polar opposite for all we know.
Exactly. But anyway, he was campaigning for the guy. The guy walked up behind him and shot him in the back with a homemade shotgun pistol.
Yeah, I saw that tonight.
In a country with the most strictest gun laws in the world.
Yep.
It looked
And
like
so-
somebody made a gun out of wood and put a bunch of duct tape and everything else all
exactly-
around it. It looked horrible,
Mhm.
But it worked.
but it worked.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And somehow the Japanese mafia still gets firearms.
Sri Lanka has officially fallen.
Oh well.
And they have the strictest gun control
in Japan, yes.
in
Yeah. Check on that,
Japan
John.
does in the world, yeah.
I mean,
They were talking,
Arthur C.
Um,
Clarke passed away already, right?
yeah.
Because he
We
was
lost
living
him.
there.
Yeah, we lost him in 2001.
Okay.
Yes, Sri Lanka's President Gotabaya Rajapaksa to step down. The embattled president to resign on July 13th after a tumultuous day in which protesters stormed his official residence. Looks like Antifa having a party.
Yeah, and cousin Liz has to appoint a new prime minister. Did you know that, Dan?
I was not aware that Sri Lanka is still a British.
No. At home.
Oh, at home.
oh,
Yeah.
Oh, did something happen to Boris?
Yeah.
Something really juicy, I hope.
now
Uh,
I thought he was still in until one got appointed.
He
Like
was.
as if he was going to be the one to appoint, because
No.
they'll appoint another conservative one.
No. He is not to speak to the Queen until she appoints a replacement, and she says she's on it.
Goodness gracious! Now, I didn't know the Queen appointed the prime ministers.
When one resigns,
Yep. It's
and
otherwise they're elected, but
yeah. Basically,
It's good to be the Queen.
a prime minister the prime minister in England is like the CEO of
London
Liz's
Incorporated.
business. Is that a good way to describe it, Dan?
I do believe that would be accurate. Yes.
He's the CEO, and Parliament is the board of directors.
Uh huh.
And Liz can tell them at any time, get the fuck out.
I don't know about.
I don't think
that.
she'd use those words, but you never
Oh,
know.
I think she would enjoy using those words, but no, I don't know if she has the power to actually tell one that they are fired. But it is within her purview to replace one who stepped down unexpectedly or with cause. And
Yeah.
should have been fired or deported or stood up against a wall.
Yeah, Sarah Heiser says the Queen has seen many PMs come and go. Now, Sarah, here's something that's sort of mind-boggling. Elizabeth has been on the throne for 70 years. That's 3 generations that only know one monarch. There are pre-teenagers in England right now that could very possibly see 4 monarchs on the throne in their lifetime.
Yeah.
And for someone as old as the Queen, she would be seeing a lot of prime ministers come and go because
Yeah.
she's older in the hills herself.
Well, she's the longest living reigning monarch.
Mm.
Some other
Is that just of England or in all of history?
not all of history.
No.
There was one. He died. He died last year. He sat on the throne for 80 something years.
Mm.
He was deep in. He got the job young and died real old.
It's the way to do it.
Yep. Well, you do have good health benefits in that particular job.
I posted that link about Sri Lanka. I posted a link to the Al Jazeera page. News you can trust.
Al Jazeera. Okay, well, I guess. Hey guys, please be careful on the Stupid O'Clock page, because, I mean, I'm getting warnings.
About what?
Well, I'm already. I got called on the carpet for posting a song written by a preacher. I'm about to whoop somebody. That song was written by a preacher, and I got dinged for it, removed because it was promoting violence and harm.
Wasn't there some language in that song too? Or did I not hear it all?
Somebody.
I might be thinking of a different song.
Okay, I just got a PM from somebody wanting to be part of HallowCon.
Oh, why do they call you at 11:30 on a Saturday?
I don't know.
Because they have visible proof you're actually awake.
Yeah. Eric Nelson is his name. Eric, if you're...
Then again, after watching this show, he may back out.
Say, I never heard of them.
You don't have the guts to come to HallowCon.
Kerry, I'm not sure about that. Well, I mean, it depends on what you define as quick. Charles has been in training for a long time.
Yeah, he's been in training for a long time. You know, he's sort of hoping...
He's probably hoping one of the boys gets it instead of him.
Yeah.
There's only one available, right?
How old is he now?
71?
Mhm.
72?
I was going to say 72, but yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would have said a whole lot older than that, so that was surprising to me.
I mean, best case scenario is 28 years is what he's got. Best case, that's today.
Yep.
Well, just because Elizabeth's living that long doesn't mean he will.
Yeah. And you know, Billy is pushing 40. Mid 30s.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you throw 25 years on top of that.
Prince Charles is 73.
73. Okay.
Okay.
So you're looking 25 years best case scenario. Then William's like 35. You throw 25 on that. Hell, that's what, 60?
He could actually make it into his 70s or 80s on the throne. Yeah.
I mean before he gets the throne. You know,
well, it depends. Now, Charles could say, look, I'm a little long in the tooth for this. I'm gonna pass it on down to Bill, and uh, it is possible to abdicate. It has
Well,
been done before.
it has been done before, but it really didn't go too well for the whole family.
Well, I mean, that was there was the stigma of marrying a divorced foreigner
Hmm.
involved in that one. So Camilla's not a foreigner, so she would not be queen. She would be the royal consort, wouldn't she? Or maybe I'm not getting that right. Well, it's probably not important. So,
for the days of
whenever
Margaret Thatcher.
whenever William gets on there, he might be sitting uncomfortable on that throne for a long time. I mean, uneasy is the butt that bears the boss, which is a variation on heavy as the head wears the crown, or whatever, however that one goes.
Do we know his intentions? I mean, what?
He's been pretty much exemplary, so.
Well,
I
I don't mean as far as behaving, but I mean just as far as his professionalism and his politics and all that.
He's I don't know about his politics, but he's been pretty much focused on doing his duty by the people. So, and that's one of the big important parts. You can't waltz into that job and be frivolous anymore.
No.
Well, and Harry isn't going to do it, so we can't count on.
Yeah,
well, maybe Harry Styles. How about that? Now all the young kids got their interest perked. They mentioned somebody that I listen to.
Haven't the faintest idea who that is.
What? Harry Styles, pop sensation.
King or Queen?
Like I said, don't have the faintest idea who that is, Bill.
Yeah.
Can we vote for King or Queen? Is that possible?
You can vote any way you want to, but I don't think anybody's bound by whatever election you do it in.
Hey, we almost had an elected monarch.
Hey, Stephanie.
Hey, Steph.
I made it.
I vote.
I heard a ding.
For King.
Yeah.
Somebody's a ding-a-ling.
Yes.
Matt Smith.
Yeah, Joe's new headphones haven't arrived yet.
Oh,
but they will.
Lord have mercy.
Another angel got its wings.
All right. Let me take care of some HallowCon business. I'll be right back.
Okay. And we got another Facebook user. Hi, we don't know who you are. Please go to what is the bloody link again, John? You got it, or do I have
to
scroll?
It's hang on a minute. I'm in the middle of something.
Oh, okay. Well, let me look up. It's somewhere in the brand section.
He's in the middle of someone right now. He's busy.
Hey, Bill.
But pumps.
All right. Let's see here. What am I doing? Facebook user. We don't know who Facebook is.
StreamYard's
there it is. Okay, you found it.
I found it. I should have been looking in banners. I was looking in brand.
Just so you know, we don't know who the Facebook user is because this is what we see. Facebook user, sup everybody. And you got to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and give them permission for Facebook to put your name on StreamYard. Won't cost you a
Yep,
thing.
and that's all it does. Yep, that's all it
Yeah,
does is let us see who you are, which is always a good thing for us.
What
This
it
is
does
true
is
also.
allow us permission to put your name on the screen.
Basically. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Stephanie, so you enjoyed the little babies video?
Oh, it's Sullivan. Never mind.
Yes.
So you, yeah, the one that about killed me, Stephanie, was the baby laying on the bed and the dog, and it did that, and the dog looked down, and then the dog tried to jump down off the bed.
Yeah, babe. Yeah, that can be kind of, yeah.
Hmm. I'm sorry, Chris. I don't know who either one of those people are, and frankly, I don't care.
Okay, keep going. Who else is Olivia Wilde? Does she know one of the Beatles? Maybe Dan will know them then.
Isn't that Oscar's kid?
Yeah.
Granddaughter, maybe.
What?
Granddaughter, maybe.
Great granddaughter.
Okay.
Could be Jack Wilde's kid from HR Puff and stuff.
Now
Hey,
is that
see,
the
I
same,
recognize that reference.
now is that the same Jack Wild from the rock bands?
No, Olivia Wilde was on House. She was the female doctor.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then she's been in a few other things. She was in Tron Legacy, Cowboys and Aliens, Lazarus. Yeah, she's been in quite a few. She's been in a lot of movies, but she usually wears a lot of makeup, so hard to recognize.
Stop it!
What?
My damn phone.
We'll turn it off.
It's
Man.
blowing up.
You just have to mute or make it go to sleep for an
Yeah.
hour.
Put it on airplane mode or do not disturb mode or whatever.
Smack
Harry
it with a
Styles
big
is an
hammer.
English singer and songwriter. He was with the band One Direction.
Yep.
Okay. I got it muted now. All right. Sorry about that.
Do you know One Direction, Dan?
Yeah.
I know several
That way.
directions.
Some
See
do
how
go
I
both
set 'em up?
ways.
Yes. North, south, east, and west. I know those four, and some of the ones in between. Oh,
Stephanie, that video I sent you of the talking about the new Raptor 2 engines,
Yes.
it's interesting to watch because he'd ask him a question. The interview would ask him a question, and you could see him stop and think about it. And I mean, it's like the damn light bulb comes on over his head, and he goes, "We didn't think of that. That's a good idea." And then he was the guy, Tim Dodd, they call him the everyday astronaut. He did a video about the Raptor 2 and, you know, the speculations. And he goes, I'm going to tell you right now, your ISP numbers are way off. I wish we could get ISP numbers like that. It's more like this. And you could see Tim Dodd going, and then he's having to edit in all the corrections.
hmm Here, let me give you some real numbers. Yeah.
But they're talking
Yeah.
about 300 bar, not maximum, operational pressures in the chamber of 300 bar.
Okay.
And I have the exclusive picture of the Raptor 2 plane. There you go.
Dan, wake up. Dan.
I'm not asleep. I'm just dreaming of a better universe.
Oh, Dan, you missed it last night in the green room.
Oh, yeah, because my power went out and I was afraid it'd kill my computer if I kept rebooting in a thunderstorm.
They thought I was having a seizure. A spider crawled across my hand.
Yeah, they
That
think
would constitute a seizure, actually, in your case.
would in mine also.
And tell them what else, Joe Dog, happened.
Oh, I got
a couple times.
I got cat attacked.
Oh,
All right.
More than once.
I'll have to watch it on the replay, won't I?
No, I'm just sitting there talking. Just all of a sudden, cat.
Well, the second time you were warned because we seen him come walking in the room behind you.
He snuck. See, he snuck in the first time.
Yeah.
Second time he walked in and looked up at the camera like, "Hey, y'all, watch this."
Hold my catnip and watch
Hold my
this.
catnip and watch this. Yeah.
Yeah, but when he gets up, he needs. But I guess because he was raised, the feral in him, he needs with the claws.
Yeah.
He shreds.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
Mine
then-
does
So-
that too.
And he got one claw hung in the shirt and wouldn't let me reach up to get it loose. And then finally, me and him went at it, and all they saw was just me go, "Enough!" And over my head he went. That's when he came back the second time, like, "Hold my catnip."
I don't. It's not gonna show. Never mind. I've got a nice mashed set of cat claw marks on my upper arm.
Oh.
He was trying to get me to wake up few mornings back.
So Laura tonight, she opens up her bedroom window, and her cat Tippy will sit in the window, and there's just a screen, but so she could smell. It's nice and cool up here tonight, and that is supposed to actually get down in the 50s. And anyway, so Tippy's up in the window, and all of a sudden she starts hissing like there's no tomorrow, and her fur starts to go up. Laura looks, and right at that split second, here is a feral male cat that jumped 3 foot up high into the window and went thud against the screen. She thought this cat was going to come through the screen, and then she was going to have a feral cat chasing her 3 cats around in the house. Thankfully, the screen held out, but it in turn, Laura was just shaking forever afterwards. And then her cat Tippy, she was pacing back and forth, just a nervous wreck. And I said, well, with her being up in the window and you having just a screen there, I'm sure that cat got a hold of her scent. And that, but she said she's seen this cat once before, and it is not a nice cat. And that has nothing to do with it being feral, because there's a lot of feral cats that are nice or a lot tamer. But she said this particular one is not a nice one. I'll just leave it at that.
That sort of reminds me of that little picture I posted in Uncle Carl's group. Reason maintenance wasn't performed. Black Cat said no.
Well, I put that video for Simon's cat in there for him the other night, and it was there was a moth in there, and it was freaking out Simon, and then so he went to go get the cat, and he's holding the cat up like, here, take care of the moth, kill the moth, and the cat's just cleaning itself and not doing anything. And then, of course, eventually the cat goes to chase it around, and he chases it outside through the open window, and Simon's cat goes out after it. And Simon's thinking, oh, great, it's gone now. And he's waiting for his cat to come back in the window. When the cat came back in the window, not only did the moth come back in, but a whole bunch of bats.
Hey, Joe,
Yeah.
we got a new customer.
Huh? I'm checking some stuff real quick. What is it?
Oh, there you go.
Hey, Sean, what's up?
Oh, hey, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
What's up, guys? And fantastic interstellar woman of mystery.
Uh,
Steph is tired. Steph spent the afternoon with a friend decluttering and basically sorting. Okay, these clothes don't fit. I don't wear these clothes. Let's donate those. These clothes fit. And I like them. Keep those. And this, and just so yeah. And for some reason, my knee is pissed off at me again. It does that every time I declutter. Don't know what I'm doing. And then in the evening, I went over to Les Johnson's house, and we had a very interesting talk on the state of STEM education in the country.
I can understand that, yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, for those of us old school people who actually went to a school with chalkboards, what is STEM education?
Science, technology,
Engineering.
and mathematics.
well, they've added art in there now, so it's now STEAM.
That's bullshit.
No, yeah, that
Or asked
doesn't,
them.
it doesn't fit in with the rest of it. Which is not to say that art is to be
I was going to say, tell
denigrated.
that to Michelangelo, or
Yeah,
not
it's-
Michelangelo.
Leonardo da
saying-
Vinci was who you were
Leonardo da
drafting
Vinci.
for.
Thank you. That's why I was saying the wrong one.
Wrong turtle.
Never mind.
What were you saying, Steph?
It's not worth it.
Finish your sentence, Steph. We're done vamping, or whatever the hell we were doing.
Well, it's a completely different. It's in most universities that are broken down into specific colleges. It's a completely different college anyway, so it doesn't fit. It's you've got the various and sundry arts, music, art, writing, literature, all that kind of stuff, and then you've got STEM, and Steph talks with her hands a lot. Can you tell?
Oh, no, not at all.
We're
You
not
watched
deaf,
Zoom
Stephanie.
too as a kid.
Huh?
Okay, never mind. Okay.
Got to zoom. I got the reference.
Okay.
What was her name? The girl that did
Where did Dan go?
I don't know. He sent you a link that says, I'm out of here. There
Oh,
you
there he is.
You know how it is when the replacement shows up.
Well, by the way, bought LibertyCon tickets today for staff members. Woohoo!
Now, Sean, I'm thinking I need to double check with Brandy, but as a past guest of honor, and I'm already let him know I'm planning on being back, I should be okay, right?
I'll talk to Vaughn about it and see.
Okay.
Yeah, that's I'm
Are you saying you're rolling over, or you're
Going next year.
Normally I'm just included as part of it, especially since I do so much programming for them.
I'll talk to Tish and make sure that you're jamming.
Okay.
That's
He's
probably
cool.
what you're really asking.
Yeah.
And memberships go on sale on the 16th, which is a Saturday. Luckily, I won't have to be at work since my work computer no longer has an internet connection. I just have to wake up very early.
Yeah.
And join the scrum, which is
Regular people, the 16th, I believe.
yes.
Yeah, and they're starting it at noon and not the butt crack of dawn.
Good for
Yeah,
them.
it's noon. Yes.
It's early for Dan.
And that would be
And-
early for Dan, is what Janice just said.
It's early for
Yes.
me too.
Bless her heart, she knows me quite well.
Oh,
I will check with Tish for you, Stephanie.
okay.
Well, guys, 2 cups of coffee, 2 bottles of water. I'll be back.
He's gotta go
See,
buy
that's why I had to leave when I left.
Stephanie just
When I
flipped him off. So there. Stephanie just flipped Joe Dog off.
Why?
I did not.
He was
I
fine.
gave him a thumbs up.
Oh, it was a
Oh,
thumbs
was that a
up.
thumb? Oh,
That was a
Okay, I'm
thumb.
gonna-
Yes.
You had too much wine.
I don't care.
oh,
Anyway, Janice and I got our memberships today because staff is a week early.
hey,
Yeah.
While Joe has gone to the bathroom, let's all flip him off. That way, when he reviews the show sometime during the week.
We could just move our lips and not say anything and make him think, like, damn, I wish my headset would get here.
That's funny.
oh, I had something
Well, I
weird.
don't know what Stephanie is doing. Apparently, she turned her microphone on.
No. She just following Bill's suggestion. I had something really weird happen with the second power outage last night while I was in the green room.
You
And
didn't
did not
get to
come
build
back.
Frankenstein after all.
I did not. No. Well, we had plenty of lightning. Let me tell you, that's why I didn't come back. It didn't stop the thunder boomers around here, and I'm going. That's the second time I've rebooted the computer tonight, and I'd really like to not have to buy more computers this week. So we'll just turn everything off and leave it off. And
UPS.
Have you
I
guys
had
ever?
one. It
you
lasts
guys-
6 months and then beeps at me until I take the desk apart, crawl under it, pull this brick out, and throw it away. I had a UPS.
I had a UPS too. The battery lasted about 6 months.
Yeah.
I have 2 CyberPower UPSs, one for the main stuff up here, and one for all the network stuff. 83 minutes a piece. Thereabout.
Wow.
I think I paid about $300 for this UPS, and the battery lasted about 6 months. And then, hey, Kiri,
Hello.
Hello.
Long
What
time.
how you
Hell.
doing?
Hey, we actually see Kiri for a change.
How you doing, dude?
No mess, no cartoon.
Sorta.
I'm doing all right. How are you guys?
All right.
We're getting by.
We had some big thunder boomers. As a matter of fact, there's still thunder booming out here somewhere.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well-
Me and Kiri experienced about the same time today.
Oh yes.
Oh, there's Joe Dog back.
And we're not talking about those kind of thunder booms either.
Well, as I was saying,
Oh,
when
that's the
when the
wrong.
computer
Hey,
went off,
Kiri, wrong show. That's Green Room. Okay.
Okay.
the second time the computer went off, the camera stayed on, even with the computer shut off.
Really?
And yeah, I mean, it
Okay.
had the little red light on it, and I go, well, we'll just point you at the doorway since I'm not in the doorway. That's fine. And good luck anybody trying to get through the computer that is shut down until I restart it, which is all I had to do. But on the other computer, which I was using for, my usual email, YouTube, whatever, Chrome could not connect to the internet except for my online email, the webmail, and then
What
uh, hey
One
Chris,
more, and we got the Brady Bunch.
Hello.
Hey,
Kind of looks
we-
that
I
way.
want to be Alice. I want to be Alice.
we don't have that big a screen. Oh,
You know, Janice is looking at us on our phone, and she's like,
I've done quick past it.
she's like, "Oh my God, y'all are crazy."
Oh, yeah. By
that's
the
supposed to be
way,
news.
anybody watching, HallowCon badges are available online for $35 a piece, and the rooms are $75 a night. You can call the hotel and reserve your room. You don't have to pay for your rooms until you show up. You do have to pay for your badges ahead of time, but you don't have to pay for your rooms till you show up.
I don't think.
John, do we?
Coming.
I can't get off work.
Janice can't get off work.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh,
Oh,
call in sick.
Sick and tired of working for those people.
Grandma just bought a new truck.
Got the COVID.
I gotta work.
Well, she just bought a new Jeep. She's got to work.
Yeah, Walter.
Tell 'em you got
That's
monkey
what
pox.
she's saying on the side. I was like, I kind of wanted to go.
Okay.
Walter Flack said it better. We're not Brady Bunch. We're the Hollywood Squares.
Oh,
I wanna be
Looked
Paul
that
Lynn.
way, doesn't it?
Oh shit, that means I'm Dennis
Beautiful.
Weaver.
I think Chris is Dennis Weaver. He's down in, or no, Dennis Weaver, or not Dennis Weaver, Charlie Weaver.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We need Ryan permission
Huh?
You want your man
to come on,
Oh,
and he can be
you
Rich.
said
Little.
I'm Walter Mandel? Oh, no, that's no way possible because he wanted to cancel the space program.
Hey, Stephanie,
You still look like him.
you get to be Joan Rivers.
Who wanted to cancel the space program?
Walter Mondale.
Mm.
yo.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't the first.
Okay, I can deal with that.
Well, good. I'm glad he wasn't elected now.
Well, there you go.
That's might be why.
He lost by the largest margin ever.
I want to
One,
be
one,
elected.
He's thinking about the character. Give her.
Rub me on the end.
Okay,
Have
you heard about Joe Biden's latest screw up?
Walter Matthau?
Yeah, there you go. That's
Who
right.
is he in the space program?
He's not. What's that got to do? Shut up.
Now she told me to shut up and never say another thing.
You two are like the Lockhorns, aren't you,
No
there,
kidding.
Sean?
Walter Matthau in the space program? What?
What?
When did this happen?
Oh,
You
No, I didn't say anything
do you
about it.
remember me telling you about the video that I posted? This is how I'm going to die.
Yes.
And the girl coming up saying, I need a new broom, getting some blisters. And she warps the guy with the head. Donna saw it today.
Mm.
That's why you needed to
Yeah,
come here.
she's taking notes. Is that why you nailed the door shut?
Yeah.
Now, you understand that Orrin Truitt and his woman Yidnik, Cindy Backward,
Yeah.
and Steve Stone and I went to breakfast at LibertyCon, and I ran into this butthead.
You do that a lot.
Well, I know he's not talking about me, so I'll relax a little bit now.
Oh yeah, Joe Dog at Waffle House, and is like he was so promoting.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We did. It was me. Shit.
So much for family hour.
Hey, it's midnight.
Oh my
Hey,
God, Janice
it is
laying on the
exactly
couch just laughing
midnight.
her
Joe
ass
didn't-
off.
Joe didn't say
Where
curse
were
words
y'all
until
Thursday
exactly
night when we were struggling for things to say?
Sleeping. I had to work next
Oh well, we had just driven down to the hotel,
No, we're
and
talking about last month.
no, I don't know.
Y'all get a room,
Gotta go
Yeah,
out.
we're-
preferably one for HallowCon.
They got a house.
We do have a house. Fuck
We're
you,
not
Rick.
having HallowCon there.
Oh, good.
Yeah, police, we have a domestic disturbance over at the Sullivan household.
Yeah, I'm checking out of
One Adam 12, one Adam 12. See the man, see the man.
what's
And John, yes, I actually
Yellow
looked down
thing.
at the clock when I said that,
Waffle House, and they'll go, "Oh, damn, there's a Joe Dog."
It was midnight.
Okay.
Was he waffling?
Oh no, she's just laughing her ass off.
No, my comment was when I saw them is, damn, they'll let anybody in here.
Yeah, she did.
Okay. So Joe Biden is getting up.
I told Steve Sloan I'll see if I can get for next year. I'll see if I can get a reservation at.
Yeah, we really need Ryan Permission in here now, don't we?
Who's Facebook user? You need to give permission for StreamYard to use
I think that is
Let
Mrs.
that scroll.
I think that is
Mrs. Sullivan.
that's Janice. Yes.
And she's
Did
saying,
you just say something?
Anyway, about Joe Biden, John.
what about Uncle Joe?
Okay. So Joe Biden's giving a speech. So he gets up there to the podium. They turn on the teleprompter, and he starts reading the teleprompter. But they haven't put the speech on it yet. It's the instructions for how to set up the teleprompter with the computer.
Oh wait a minute, I have to listen.
Oh.
So he's sitting here reading the instructions about go to Microsoft Start menu, and it's just
I've had university professors like that before.
Please tell me there's video of this.
all over the place.
Oh my God.
Even though the White House has tried to
squelch
stifle
it.
so to speak. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. That's too good. I mean,
I'm looking.
Oh my.
We can't share it. We'll get a copyright strike.
Yeah, we won't share it here, but we will share it in Stupid O'Clock.
Oh, Lord.
How long did it take him to realize that it was not the speech?
I'm not entirely sure. Hang on a minute.
I really don't know what y'all are talking about, but I'd like to see it.
I'm sure you can look it up.
Just found it.
Oh shit!
Guess where it's going.
Look it up.
Post it to Stupid
I'll
O'Clock.
put it in the group. Only as a humorous post.
Oh, stop. Don't put me in there.
Uncle Joe is a public figure, so it's just going to be a humorous post.
Oh, so Sean Sullivan's taking this broadcast seriously. He's standing up.
Always stand up.
Yeah, well, my lazy ass ain't doing that. I almost put two dirty words in.
Well,
There's a reason why Sean doesn't sit down a lot these days, and it has to do with pain.
They got doctors that can fix that.
oh, and
I've gone to a chiropractor a couple times about it, and yeah, it helps for a little bit, but not long.
That video was about 3 minutes long, so I don't know if that was the whole thing or not, John.
That should be it, because he starts off with apparently the instructions on the teleprompter were read the line. So what's the first thing he starts his speech off with? Read the line.
Read the line.
I think with my last joke, Sarah had to go on that. See you later, Sarah.
and
Dan taught it, and
got
John
church
taught
in
it.
the
None
morning.
of the rest of y'all paid any attention to it.
I got it. I just didn't respond.
It wasn't going to acknowledge it because that would just encourage you to do even
try not to
more the
encourage.
next joke.
For fans of the Orville, Scott Grimes' birthday was Saturday.
I heard that there are some fans dissatisfied with them taking the humor out of that now. It's gone to a different streaming service or
Yeah,
something.
it went to Hulu and got serious.
Yeah, and some of the fans that were fans because it was humorous are contemplating no longer being fans because it got
it-
serious.
It went from
And-
Galaxy Quest to Star Trek, basically.
Yeah.
No, serious.
He's serious.
Star Trek's
It went
not
from
exactly
Galaxy
that
Quest
serious.
to Star Trek.
Well, it is. It was in the beginning at least, but speaking
what
of
you guys talking
speaking
about?
of humorous, the Thor Ragnarok or Flintstones Bedrock.
Thunder and Love.
Thor,
Love and Thunder.
Thor Thunder and Love. Okay, Thor
Love and
Bedrock Thunder and Love, Dino style. Anyway, all the comments on the movie are, "It's a funny movie," and then the other one that I heard today, "If you like Guns N' Roses, you'll like Thor: Love and Thunder." Apparently, they play the hell out of Guns N' Roses in this movie.
Oh dear.
Well, actually,
Okay.
it's money. So.
I'll probably watch it anyway.
Well, I do like Slash from there. He's a good guitar player, but I just cannot handle Axl Rose's singing. I never could. And I know some people like him, but not Ty.
Guns N' Roses was the last gasp of arena rock.
I would agree.
And then Nirvana came in and took over with the grunge, and it's never been the same since.
And
I don't know.
see, that's what I would label Guns N' Roses would be edge of grunge, really, or the early grunge.
They were
No.
too heavy for grunge.
No, they're the last gasp of arena rock.
And then, what was it? Jack Wild did or Jack White.
HR Puffin stuff.
Jack White from White Stripes. He did some good stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, I don't know if I've mentioned this on the show. I think I did, but he has apparently bought some of the Prince library. And he's going to take a bunch
Just
of
looking
songs
to see
that Prince
which way
never
to
put onto
go.
an album, and he's going to redo them and make an album, like a tribute album for Prince.
Well, the thing is, Prince has so much stuff sitting in the vault. They could Tupac Prince for the next 15 years.
Yep.
Really? They could put out 2 albums a year of just the stuff
But how
in the
would
vault
they release
and
it?
still have
It's going
plenty.
to be Prince or the symbol that used to be Prince.
Yeah.
Or both.
No,
Depends
I'm
on
Well,
what
not-
the stuff
he's
was written.
back to being Prince again because he's dead.
Now, Sean,
Long live the king.
do you know why he went to that symbol?
Yeah, contractual shit.
Yeah.
He was trying to keep Warner Brothers from getting his music.
Yeah.
And, we were talking about Prince in the green room last night about a B-side song. And I never realized he had a whole album of B-sides that they put out.
Yeah,
He
it's
wouldn't have
his
been the
collection.
first.
I can
Now-
see.
Yeah.
Sean, do you remember the retirement of Garth Brooks
No, I don't.
when he
Yes.
retired? Do you know what that was for?
No, I don't.
In the divorce settlement, his ex-wife got half of any music that he produced, any concert revenues, any of that, until the youngest girl turned 18.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That's a good reason to put your feet up, sit on the porch for a while.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
day the daughter turned 18, he went and signed the deal with Walmart for the box set.
Wow.
What was the name of the character that he created?
Was that the
He wasn't calling
interstellar
them.
woman of mystery saying wow?
Chris Gaines.
Chris Gaines, that's right.
And there was some decent music on that album. A little weird, but it was some good music.
Mhm.
Oh, Curie was asking about a link for Uncle Carl's Green Room.
It changes every week.
Yeah, you just have to be part of. You just have to go to Uncle Carl's page.
Okay.
Uncle Carl's Secret Humor Group.
Hang on a second. Let me find him a link to that. That I can get you a link for.
Yeah, if you're part of the Secret Humor Group, you can get to the Facebook page, and every Friday night, up near the top of their Facebook page, is a link to the Green Room.
Yeah.
Once it starts,
Or just when you go into the Secret Humor Group, at the top of the page, it just says rooms. You can tap on rooms and find it automatically then. Sometimes on the newsfeed part, it'll.
Yeah,
Doesn't
but
he
it
also need to be a friend of Uncle Carl?
And I put the link to it in the private chat.
And if you need an invitation, I'll send you one.
Yeah. And also, one of the biggest rules is you cannot get offended.
It is against the rules of the page to report him to Facebook.
Yeah.
If you report him to Facebook, you are breaking the rules. Therefore, you get banned from the group for breaking the group rules.
Okay, Josh, you're in.
It's a catch-22. He complained.
I think BKM got offended about what happened to him recently. And
he complained about the group. Oh, that's one of the rules. You can't complain about the group. He's out of here.
I don't think Brian got offended about anything except maybe that footage still exists of him nodding off on camera. And I just looked at him and go, dude, that's not going to hurt your career any more than it did mine.
Damn.
Yeah.
Carl was quick on the draw there.
Oh?
Yeah, I got the alert that Josh asked to join Uncle Carl's Secret Humor Group. So I went to approve him, and it's already done.
I said I took care of it.
So you got moderation privileges too?
Apparently, I got permission to add friends.
Oh. Hey, Elron.
yeah, I do too.
Pretty cute.
Elron.
I'll have to see what I can come up with for the group.
Oh, I'll tell you, some of those, if Snoop Dogg dies before they legalize marijuana, he's going to be rolling in his grave.
Oh, man.
Is that Elron there?
That is.
It is.
Just to tell you, Carrie, I post the tamest things in the group. My posts would probably be considered PG rated, if not G rated, compared to some of them. So
Right.
you may be very afraid when you see some of the other ones.
Oh no, you just go. Somebody actually thought that was a good idea. Okay. Scroll.
It's all a dream. It's all a dream. Oh no, I'm still in the group.
Well, one of my favorite scrolls is the picture of Darth Vader and Luke standing in the elevator. Keep scrolling. We need to go up.
What is it? Take your son to work day?
Or I'm going to have to do this real soon. Type out, something and put my see more at the bottom. How to keep an idiot busy, see more.
Oh, yeah.
It's not working.
I think I've got everybody on that one.
I'm looking to see where my cat is so I can just have a display, but I don't see her.
No, I got my door shut so that little bastard can't sneak up on me.
Mine's right here. He's tucked into my side and he's purring away.
Well, we've got 5 or 6 on the porch, and the rest of them out in the chain link fence. So everybody has settled down for the night. There are no longer any that live in the house full time. They want to be outside. So
It's hot.
I know.
Let it come wintertime. You won't be able to
Hey.
get out of the house.
They're like, let us in, Dan.
Damn.
Yeah, I've been having cat issues tonight because my oldest one
This
snuck
is
out on
the
me
green
when I
room,
was
Dan. Shut
looking,
up.
I'll be back.
and I returned him into the fold, and the younger one is not very welcoming to him at the moment, so I'm having to keep an eye on the two.
We've got one that sometimes decides to be unfriendly.
Now,
He can be a handful.
what Laura did with hers when she brought in two of the feral cats that were, when they were outside, they tolerated each other, but coming inside, they felt like, this is my territory. And the other cat says, no, this is my territory. And they were getting into it. She had to put up baby gates to keep them in separate rooms so they could actually come up, see each other, get each other's scent, and get used to each other. But it took weeks and weeks and weeks of that separation before she would actually open one of the gates to see what they would do. And now they're fine.
No, that doesn't always work. We had baby gates when the kittens were first born, and it didn't even take a week before one of them had figured out she could climb. That's why we named her Hillary after Sir Edmund Hillary, because she would climb anything, and there was you find her up
Oh,
on the top of a door, and
River
she's
climbs the stuff
that
all the
that
time.
big. Yeah.
Janice would be sitting there laying in bed with me, and here's the cat at the top rail of the thing, and she's like, "You're gonna fall." She never does, but that's what happened.
The Swiss Army knife is celebrating its 125th anniversary today.
Have they figured out a way to keep the little red plastic sides on the damn things? I can't keep one that keeps
Really?
it more than about 2 years.
I've got one over there that I use like a hammer. I've beaten the hell out of it. And the red plastic stayed on it, but it's kind of funny. The little silver emblem in the red plastic popped out.
Oh, we can tap that back in.
Oh, incidentally, Janice and I have our memberships for LibertyCon for next year.
Yes, you led with that as you came in.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
And Interstellar Woman of Mystery, I will talk to Tish and see what's going on.
Okay, appreciate it.
And nobody once, the whole time you talked about LibertyCon and the badges, did the "we don't need no stinking badges" routine.
If you want to go to LibertyCon, you need a stinking badge.
I was let down.
That's actually one of the rules that, yes, you do need your stinking badge.
Mm-hmm. And you need a room key so that you can get in and out of the hotel. And
oh, there are ways. Come on, Dan.
Well, yeah, but I don't have a forklift in my luggage.
Just follow the cat. The cat will show you the way.
That's
The cat does not go to LibertyCon. I'm sorry. The cat does not go to LibertyCon. Not mine.
In any event, I think next Saturday the badges go on sale for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
think I've already got an alarm clock set up for next Saturday on my cell phone. Make sure I wake up early enough. I've already had one cup of coffee at the very least before noon.
I think they go on sale at noon.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I believe.
And I will be sitting here with my finger on the trigger, waiting for the rush to begin. Because I do believe you can set things up just slightly ahead of time, not very much ahead of time.
They go.
Roy Roger would be upset with you about messing with Trigger.
They go pretty quick, or they did 3 years ago on 2019.
Yeah, less than half
29
an
minutes
hour.
and 13 seconds.
Yeah.
I was the official timekeeper. I clocked it. Yeah, from
Was
opening
that what it
moment
was?
till
29 minutes and 32 seconds.
uh-huh.
Yeah, I can
I was at work actually, and after I'd gotten my membership, luckily it was about the 15-minute mark, and I'd been trying since the hour had started, and I just kept going out of curiosity, going, how long will it take? How long will it take? 29 minutes and a few seconds.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that was
particularly what
it.
we've gone from 750 memberships to 1,000 memberships.
Yeah, that ought to add another few picoseconds. Yes.
Yeah, I understand that,
You
Dan.
might get 25 more seconds out of it. Maybe.
It is an incredibly popular con, and Dan got me to go to do it. So I'm really, really happy that I'm part of the con now.
Hey, Sean, if it's Dan's fault that you're going to LibertyCon now, you know, you could actually make him reimburse you for all the problems and money you've spent.
I don't really, not really understand it.
Yeah, legally, since it's Dan's fault you're going, you could get a couple lawyers involved and get your money back.
Dan, go over there and smack him.
I don't have to. I'll just message Donna.
She'll do it for him. Heck.
Release the cat.
Hey, look at it this way. I met my wife right before I went down to LibertyCon for like LibertyCon 27 or something. And she's like, "What do you want me to do?" It's like, "Here, I'll get you membership and you do this." And it was I allowed this woman to go to her what do you want me to call it? To where her sci-fi thing that she had never been allowed to do before.
You flip the switch.
Yeah.
And still she turns you on.
And now 7 years later, she's my lovely wife and all that, but I let her go do this kind of stuff. And she's fantastic about it, and it's all fun. And the damn sci-fi woman of mystery right there, Janice has read every one of her books and is begging more books coming from her.
I'm trying.
It'll happen.
I'm trying so hard. Y'all have no idea. And it's just like the brain is just kind of like ever since Daryl died. So
I understand. I mean, that's why I walked around the counter and just gave you a bit of a hug and went,
yeah.
"I'm terribly sorry."
And that meant a lot. I appreciated that.
I mean, I didn't want to do anything more because I know. I mean, I just lost my mom too.
Yeah.
So I understand how it goes. I mean, Janice and I went up to see my mom, and she looked absolutely horrible in the hospital bed. And we just hung with her for a little bit, let her grab our hands, and then we were done. My mama even said she could barely talk. Most likely tons of cancer and stuff. And she just held our hands and said, "Goo," which I interpreted as go. So
yeah,
that was it.
Daryl, the day before Thanksgiving, he went in to have a cardiac ablation, and they decided in the process that they wanted to insert a pacemaker. So they did the ablation in the morning and the pacemaker insertion in the afternoon. And the ablation required blood thinners. And so he bruised epically from the pacemaker insertion. And I mean, he was just bruised all the way across his chest and out his arm. But we thought, okay, this is good. This will take care of a couple of issues, and he's good to go for another few years now. And 1 week later to the day, on December 1st, he was having trouble sleeping because of all the bruising. He couldn't get comfortable. So I gave him the bed, said take all the pillows, all the blankets, whatever you need to do, prop yourself in a position where you can get comfortable and get some sleep. And I slept in the recliner where I'm sitting now. And I went in that morning and he was gone. And I don't know. The coroner estimated that he probably died around sunrise-ish.
Yes, I've read everything that you've caught. I understand.
Yeah, so. And I still don't really know what happened. Because there was no sign of foul play. They did not do an autopsy. And I didn't have a spare several $1,000s lying around to request an autopsy. So I don't guess I'll ever know. But
From everything I've read, he just went on his own way.
Yeah.
And
let's get on a different topic, guys.
yeah, I totally agree with you.
I wonder what balloon sculpture he made for St. Peter.
I ain't
Well,
touching
here,
that
I'll give you this one. When
You know he did.
Yeah, you know he did. Now you've got me thinking.
when all the cons went bad and Michael J. Williamson did the thing down in Dalton.
Was that in Dalton too?
Oh, the first one.
Oh, the first one, yeah.
Janice and I showed up and we hung out with the interstellar woman of mystery.
You just love saying that, don't you?
Well, look
It
at
just
the
rolls
grin
off the
Say
tongue.
it backwards, Sean. Say it
It's
backwards.
her brand. You got to
Look at the
repeat
grin
it
on
over
her
and over and
face.
over again. Get it in people's
It's very
face.
We were down there and all of a sudden there was a huge balloon thing behind Stephanie Osborne.
That was not at
That was at
confinement
Dalton,
then,
Georgia.
because
That was at Dalton, Georgia.
yeah, but it was not confinement because he never went to any of the confinements.
Oh, he showed up and gave Janice a phaser.
Yeah, but it was not at confinement. It
It was the
occurred.
first one, yes.
No, because he didn't go.
He didn't go. I was there. He wasn't there.
It was another convention, but it wasn't confinement.
Now, there
Maybe
was
it's an
Chattac-
African.
I think was it Chattacon or Liberty Con? Is that the Choo Choo? And he did a big balloon thing. Everybody had balloons.
No, it
Yeah.
was.
I'm surprised that if they'd had helium in all those balloons, the Choo Choo would have taken off. Okay, that was how many balloon animals.
Yeah.
I'll let them say what they want, but this
He
was
Parent. trying with
First
a bunch of kids, so they keep trying.
confinement at Dalton.
I'll be right back.
Sean, he wasn't there. I was there.
I'm
And-
just saying he wasn't there originally, but he showed up.
He wasn't there. Period. It's too far for him to go. He had gigs. He wasn't there.
Yeah,
Well, how
obviously
did
you're
he
thinking of a
put
different
the,
convention.
Yeah,
yeah, he was.
Obviously, Sean, you're
Sean,
thinking
he's
of a
my
different
husband.
convention.
He wasn't there. I'm gone. I'm sorry.
Well,
I hate to say it, but we were there in Dalton, Georgia, and
he's never been to Dalton.
I'm just saying there was all of a sudden a big giant balloon thing around her, and I said, seems like Doc's been here. And we walked back in there, and Doc gave her a phaser, so she's not remembering.
It had to be.
correctly.
It had to be a different convention, Sean.
No, Dalton, Georgia, same day as LibertyCon, where LibertyCon was canceled. I can't say anything else because that's what happened.
Did anybody hear about Larry Storch passing away?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Bill
posted
was
that
telling us
Facebook.
the other night.
There's been Bill's talking about it, how celebrity deaths always come in threes. And the first one was James Caan, then Larry Storch, and then I can't remember the fellow's name.
I'm sorry if you don't believe me, but that's actually what happened.
He was from Sopranos, I think it was.
Yeah, was it
And I can't remember.
CEO or something like that?
Yeah, I can't remember the fellow's name right offhand.
But I know the one you're talking about. I seen him in I think it was an ad for Stacker too as well at one time.
Well, he just jumped out. Okay.
That was unfortunate.
yeah.
Oh, but we can get back to funnier things like something Kerry will absolutely enjoy. Do you know, Dan, that before they invented the wheel, everything was a drag?
All right.
Just when you thought it was safe to escape from puns.
There was a woman.
Oof.
There was a woman, pregnant woman, got pulled over for driving by herself in the high occupancy vehicle lane, high speed lane. And she said, well, since abortion's no longer legal, says, I have a child, I'm pregnant, says, so technically there are two people in the car, so you can't write me a ticket. And she's actually taking this to court with that defense.
We shall see. Oh, heavens to Betsy.
You know,
And I missed yet another humorous post from John. Oh, man.
It was so dark, there were so many.
And you know, if the judge throws it out, that could be used as precedent.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
or if the judge uphold. No, if he throws it out,
If
that
he,
on
if,
the
if he
bad.
throws it out, it can be used as precedence.
Well,
If
if
he
he,
upholds it,
it's still precedence
But in the other
It's
direction.
the other direction.
but the president's term is only 4 years, so
Where'd you put that shepherd's crook?
well,
where is Gene
I was
the-
going to
where is-
do my Chico Harps impersonate, cheapo Marks. I'll get it right eventually here. Chico
I
Marx
should live so long.
impersonation and start talking about Sanity Claus.
Ah, yes.
Where is Gene the dancing machine when we need him?
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh!
dun, 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 dun. I am friends with the unknown comic, and I have sent him an invite to the Stupid O'Clock group. So we'll see. If you, Joe Dog, if you see,
How do you know it's really him?
Maury Amsterdam.
he took it off. Murray Langston II. That's his real name.
Langston.
Mhm.
There's Maury
You
Amsterdam.
remember the
And
poster of him?
he has a hot wife right now, who's probably about half his age.
Do you remember the poster of him that was kind of famous? It was a poster of him. He was naked, wearing his
Yep.
unknown comic paper bag, and he had a paper bag over his private parts.
Lunch sack.
The lunch sack. Yeah.
Compared to the grocery sack on the head and the lunch sack elsewhere.
Definitely a nickel bag, huh? Now,
I
who
don't
asked?
think we saw the bag.
Who asked?
Or is that
Who was
plural?
Maury Amsterdam? I know I heard that.
What, from Dick Van Dyke?
Yeah, that's where I knew him from best.
Mm-hmm.
The Dick Van Dyke Show. He was one of the
And
joke writers
him and
that Dick Van Dyke and Rosemary worked with,
mhm.
doing jokes for. Oh crap! Now I can't remember the fellow that was in charge of the show, doing the show. The
That
show
would be
they were
Carl
writers for.
Reiner.
Carl Reiner. Okay.
Now, to bring this full circle, what we were talking about earlier about Hollywood Squares, don't you remember when Maury Amsterdam and Rosemary was on Hollywood Squares?
Several
And
times.
I think on a couple of occasions they put them in the same square as they would like with Donnie and Marie and or whatever.
Mhm. Funk and Wacky.
I was going to say Sonny and Cher, but I don't think Sonny and Cher was ever on that show.
I wouldn't think so. No, I don't remember them ever being on that show. And believe me, I've seen it many a time back when it was actually running. So
There's probably, I guess, if you Google it, there's probably a list of every person who occupied one of the squares on Hollywood Squares from the beginning of the show all the way through the end of it.
I bet there's a wiki. I bet there's a
Yep,
Wiki,
I bet
wiki,
if
wiki.
you Google it, there's a list of everyone who is ever a secret square. Oh,
Or
'cause
Match
people will do
Game.
that sort of thing. Match Game, yeah.
Match Game 73. That was the original title of it.
Daytime
Then it
TV.
went- And remember, every year it would be Match Game 74, Match Game 75, and then eventually it was just called Match Game. And then they had a Match Game PM. And I think by the time Match Game PM come around is when Richard Dawson stopped appearing on it because he was, of course, doing Family Feud at the same time.
Mm.
see. I'm reading right now. I'm on the Hollywood Squares wiki, and they're talking about host and sub-host. Let's see, host. Burt Parks, Sandy Barron, Peter Marshall, John Davidson, and Tom Bergeron.
Bergeron, yep.
Yeah.
Tom Bergeron. And then its sub-host, Joan Rivers, apparently hosted once. Jim Bullock, Alf hosted once.
Huh.
Shadow Stevens,
No more coffee for my ass before the show.
Rosie O'Donnell. Let's see. She was apparently in 1998. She won the Secret Square round and got to host the show during the Secret Square round. And then, of course, Peter Marshall.
How long was Shadow Stevens on?
It doesn't say. It said he was a sub-host.
Well, but he was also one of, I think he was like the top right square for a while in the 90s.
I think he was bottom center, but I'm not positive. Oh boy. Hold on. I got a cat.
He's been the Secret Square. And
Now, before we go any further, I have a question for Kiri. Do you have any idea what we're talking about?
All I really know is Hollywood Squares.
yeah, see, he knows what Hollywood Squares is.
You have watched Hollywood Squares? Or maybe a rerun of it or something on the Game Show Network?
I would say probably once. I don't remember it too much, other than the Gilbert Gottfried. Other than Gilbert Gottfried trolling the contestants a little.
I'm trying to remember that one. You might have seen one I didn't see.
It was the one.
Gilbert Gottfried was on it.
Yeah, he kept repeating every time somebody would like agree with the bad answer he gives. He'd go like, "You fool!"
That sounds like something he would do.
There's a very good series of videos on YouTube where they concentrate on all the answers that Paul Lynde ever gave. Well, at least the ones that were ridiculous, and it made the audience erupt with laughter, whether or not it was a correct answer or not. He had some really good ad libs on there, I can tell you.
Well, another one that I used to get a kick out of is Charles Nelson Riley.
Oh yes,
he would come up with some pretty interesting answers on occasion.
I loved him on Uncle Croc's block.
That's what I was trying to remember. Uncle Croc's block.
Remember, he did the Bic banana commercials for Bic pens. They had that song, and he was dressed like a big banana. They had the banana costume on.
Didn't he also?
Of course,
he also did another Sid and Marty Krofft thing.
Well, I was thinking he voiced one of the characters from Wind in the Willows, didn't he?
I think so. He played the magician in Lidsville.
Yeah,
yes,
that Butch Patrick from, Eddie Munster. He played in as a teenager.
Morning, Mike Jimmy.
Hey, Mike Jimmy. Good morning. Get your coffee ready.
No more coffee. I'm done with coffee. No more coffee.
Mike Jimmy, Joe Dog needs more coffee.
Oh,
he just woke up.
You're gonna be wanting more coffee. Believe me. I know.
Not tonight, but
hell, I'm afraid
for him.
It's
morning for him.
Yeah, it's Mike Jimmy is in Norway,
the Netherlands.
Netherlands, okay,
near Holland.
I knew it was one of those.
What was that other fellow that was from Norway?
Yeah.
I don't remember which other fellow. Sorry.
He was on Thursday's show.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. We were going on about how him and Mike Jimmy were practically neighbors, given how Europe is.
Shaped.
Well, yeah.
For those of you who are members of the Stupid O'Clock group, I just posted a 15-minute long videos of Paul Lynn zingers from the Hollywood Squares, so you'll have plenty to watch.
There are hours worth of that stuff out there. I know.
I know, but I wasn't going to do that much.
Yeah,
I
15
fell
minutes
down that
is
rabbit
probably-
hole one day, so I was going. Oh God, I
Friars
remember
Club,
what.
the Friars Club roast
Mhm.
Oh
that they
man.
used to do when Paul Lynn was on there. Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Just about all of those were
Because
hilarious.
you had Nipsey Russell.
And there's a lot of people that don't know who he
Yeah,
is.
it's just like Flip Wilson.
Oh
Where did
yeah.
Yeah, where did he go?
Well, I
He
mean,
was all over the place and then just gone.
Hey, it's like Paul Mooney said, who was one of his writers. Like, it got to the point where I didn't care about Flip Wilson. The only one thing I wanted to see was Geraldine.
That would have been pretty much when Flip got tired of doing the show.
yeah, I can tell you two people that they would never understand today. Foster Brooks and Don Rickles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cancel culture would just destroy Don Rickles.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
No,
I think
Don
it'd be the
Rickles
other way
will destroy
around.
cancel
they
culture.
might
Yeah.
start to destroy John.
they
might
try.
They were going to.
They
But
would
trust
be
me.
a nuclear explosion over that.
That's like that
I think
Bugs
Don
Bunny
Rickles
cartoon
would
where
destroy
he was
cancel
testing
culture.
artillery shells with a hammer.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Ding, dud. Ding, ding, ding,
Yeah, he-
dud. That's-
One of the funniest skits I saw was Dean Martin and Foster Brooks in a bar.
I know it. I'm going to find that
I saw that one.
because that is hilarious. Because
I think, wasn't that from Dean Martin's variety show with the Gold Diggers?
I'm not sure, but I just saw
Now,
the skit.
It must.
Now, which one? There's three of them.
This is the one where Foster is the pilot.
Yo, the pilot, airline pilot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Okay,
saying
they
that
got
one
brain
before.
surgeon, frontier doctor, dentist, and airline pilot.
The airline pilot's the one.
I will
saw.
post
Yeah.
the one with the airline pilot now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, I think that's
God.
actually the funniest one of them.
You drive? I don't know. There's too many drunks on the road.
Dean Martin's doing his damnedest not to laugh.
No,
He's smiling, but he ain't
because
laughing.
they have that same chemistry that Tim Conway and Harvey Keitel had.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Corman.
and then just
Harvey
Corman.
You can see Harvey.
Harvey Keitel. That's an interesting.
A totally different dude, right?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
Harvey Corman? Harvey. Too many Harveys. One of them's a rabbit. Okay.
That's Headley.
That's Headley.
Oh.
So, did you hear a man recently died when a periodic table display fell on him?
No.
Oh yeah, the official cause of death was exposure to the elements.
But
He was struck by the element of surprise.
Where's John? Where's that video?
Film shop.
The drum.
I was expecting Joe. See which one. I give him my favorite.
That's the one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Lord.
Mm-mm-mm.
I mean, when does a joke become a dad joke? when
when
it's
Dad
done
tells it.
when it's done kidding around.
Oh, I think Carrie's doing some Cindy Kemp style humor here.
Oh.
And it's funny, Cindy Kemp, to my knowledge, is not. And that's how you can make $1 billion in 30 seconds with 2 pieces of chewing gum wrappers and a twig and a rubber band. It works every time.
So MacGyver and the guy from Ronco came up with that.
Yeah.
And no, Joe
And
Biden.
Ron Popeil.
Yeah, Ron
Mr.
Popeil.
Popeil to you.
A dad joke becomes a dad joke when it becomes apparent.
Oh.
On that note, I think I need to go to the restroom again right before my show.
Yeah, we got Mike Jimmy tickled with that one.
The thing here is, and I won't be able to do Dan's show tonight, sadly, because I've been up since 5:30 this morning working on Jenny's garage sale until about 3 o'clock this afternoon and that. But I'll get off here after hearing all of Curie's jokes in my head still lingering throughout the night. And I'll turn on Antenna TV and poof, Benny Hill show will pop up on there, and I'll hear the same type of jokes on there. Which is good because I love Benny Hill. But I'm sure I'll fall asleep to it though. And you know what that song's called, John?
Yes. Wackety Sacks.
Yakety sax.
Waggity.
Is it Yakety Sax or is it Turkey in the Straw?
Yakety Sax by Boot Randolph.
Waggity Sacks.
Hey, Steph, it's all right. We understand. We completely understand.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking of wacky packages.
I got to get that in here. Go back over here to Facebook.
I'm not sure we want to see what Joe's doing.
He's drinking coffee again.
And this show is brought to you by Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Of which I will never drink again.
Need
last time.
Ask, where the hell is Dan? Dan is in the little boy's room right now.
Little Dan room, yes. He's taking care of little Dan.
He's taking care of little Dan right now, and he'll be doing his show here in about 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
Something like that.
Nita, would you like a link to Last Man Standing?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, there's.
Yes, well,
There he
as
is.
long
He's
as you
back
didn't
from a
think I
little
was
man
shaking
room.
hands with Mr. Happy. I mean, seriously. Oh, I don't know if this is sciatica or the nerve damage from the whatever the freaking chicken pox leftover thing was. Oh, I am in some serious pain, and I have taken entirely too many over-the-counter pain pills tonight, and none of them are working. It's like throwing bricks in the Grand Canyon.
And they're probably not doing your kidneys any good either.
And
at
Dan,
the same time.
Dan, I just sent the LMS link for everybody.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
And does Nita need a special one? Because I don't know if I've got her. I think.
I can send her one if y'all want me to.
Hey,
If she wants him.
go for it. I mean, even if she decides not to, it's not a wasted effort. In any case, 3 minutes.
It's done.
We got to hit high flight real soon, so I can start on time. So.
All right. Well, with that, let's just go ahead and get all that queued up.
No, you got to put your face on here. We're not going to do it for disembodied voice. There we go.
All right. We need everybody to just go ahead and say it. Well, it is that time for everybody to say good night, everybody.
Good night,
Bye, con Dios,
everybody.
amigos.
I have slept the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.